There's a lot of cookie cutter hotels around the world, so I'm doing a top 10 of the weird, unique hotels, the places that you absolutely have to see. Right, number 10 is the Hangar Hotel, which is dubbed the Crazy House. It's all kind of twists, passages, weird architecture. It's in Dalat in Vietnam. Number 9 is Kokopelli's Cave Bed and Breakfast. It's a large 500 square meter room that is 21 meters below the ground in a 65 million year sandstone feature. It's in America. Then there's the Jules Underwater Lodge at number 8 in Florida, USA. You have to dive 7 meters and you enter through the floor of your apartment underwater in a lagoon. Number 7 is called the Boot Hotel in New Zealand. Not an imaginative name, but an imaginative hotel. It's shaped like a boot. What kind of weird eccentric decides that that's what they want to do with their lives? I'll tell you who, the same kind of guy who built the Dog Bark Park in USA, which is basically just a bunch of rooms shaped like beagles. Hooray! The biggest beagle, called Sweet Willie, is 10 meters tall, 10 meters long, and 5 meters wide. They're made of wood, so not particularly comfortable. You have to go in through the belly of the thing, and it's got flaps of carpeting for the ears. It's not exactly the classiest motel you've ever stayed in. Number 5 is a place called Palacio del Sal in Bolivia. It is a hotel of 15 bedrooms made entirely out of salt. It's glued together with wet salt. It's all just salt. Everything except the hotels and the tin roof are made out of salt. The owners beg you not to lick the walls. At number 4 is actually an art project called the Utter Inn in Sweden. It was built by Mikael Genberg. It's a tiny little red shed in the middle of a lake. You have to get rowed out there. You stay there. It's accessible by a little ladder, and you stay there for as long as you like. With your bedroom is actually below the water in the lake, which you basically go down a little kind of narrow tube on this long ladder down into the underwater area. Number 3 is a place called the Gibbon Experience Treehouse in the Bokyo Reserve in Laos. And I'm going to play a little bit of a video for this one because it's actually difficult to believe. What happens is you hike for hours and hours and hours up mountains and through thick jungle, and you take a number of zip lines. And eventually the final zip line, here's the video here, the final zip line will actually take you to your bedroom. So that's the thing about it. It's a little bit different. You can see here the video of the guy actually getting on the zip line, and it leads you. It's a simple treehouse. Apparently it's got solar power, solar water, yes, solar kind of cold showers, long drop toilets, that sort of thing. Your food gets sent to you on a zip line from across the valley by somebody who cooks it on a fire there. So it's a series of these small little tree houses there, as you can clearly see. Bizarre, but yeah, you actually have to work very, very hard to get to stay there. When you're there, it's got views of just jungle horizon to horizon. Number 2 is the Kumbuk River Resort in Butala in Sri Lanka. It's an exclusive eco hideout for only one party of guests, set on 16 acres of wilderness along the Kumbukan Oyo River. And what makes it unique is that visitors can opt to sleep in the belly of a giant 2-story tall elephant. Hooray! Yeah, so this eco lodge is apparently built out of grass and twigs, and when the wind blows, you can feel the entire elephant rocking. If that sounds like the kind of thing that you would pay premium dollar for, then yeah, Sri Lanka's clearly for you. Number 1, the Karostas prison in Latvia. Yep, it's a former military prison built in 1905, and it housed revolutionaries and enemies of the people from Stalin's time, and more recently the KGB. A good hotel has got to be safe, clean, and have good staff, apparently. But Karostas breaks that fundamental rule of hospitality, inviting its guests to live the part of a prisoner on a dismal night. You sleep on grungy prison bunks, eating prison food, and taking abuse from prison guards. All brilliant. Apparently it can get so cold there that the hotel's only open from May 1st to October 1st each year. And as an added bonus, there have been reports that the hotel is haunted. Yeah, so that is number 1 weirdest hotel.